Hello and welcome to this short video entitled Do You Really Need a Solicitor? In this video you're going to learn why there are definitely some occasions when you do need a solicitor or some form of legal representation. This arises because of the difference between the use of the Probation Act of 1907 and having a criminal conviction marked against you. Let's say that there are two guys charged with the same offence. Let's say being in possession of an illegal substance at a rock concert. John has a solicitor and Niall doesn't need one, he thinks. They go along to court. John and Niall were both caught banged to rights by the Gardaí at the rock concert. John has a solicitor who pleads in mitigation. In other words, John's solicitor will indicate to the court that his client is pleading guilty because he really doesn't have much choice. He will also indicate that his client has no previous convictions and perhaps the judge would consider giving him the benefit of the Probation Act. If the judge agrees, John will then pay, say, €100 to the court poor box or whatever amount the judge decides. Niall then, on the other hand, he has no solicitor, but he sees what's going on with John. And he's happy enough now. He marches up and the judge asks him, how does he plead? He pleads guilty. And he says to the judge, and I've seen this happen, I'll pay the fine, judge. Niall now pays €100 of a fine, and he's happy enough because he's paid the same as John. Except there's one very significant difference between John and Niall. John will have a clean record because of the Probation of Offenders Act. Niall will have a criminal conviction. The consequences of having a criminal conviction are obviously fairly serious. Your travel plans, for example, to the likes of the United States and Australia could be significantly impaired. Your career prospects obviously won't be enhanced greatly with a criminal conviction either, because it may well come up at various interviews if you wish to progress your career either in your existing job or in a different job. Clearly there's a social stigma to having a criminal conviction also, and if you're a young person and you feel that you'd like to emigrate at some point, particularly with the state of the Irish economy, then your choices of countries to which you can emigrate could be severely limited with a conviction marked against you. So I have seen this situation arising out of a rock concert or festival where the court was full of young people, some of whom had solicitors, some of whom had none. And the ones who didn't have the solicitors were happy enough that, the judge was only dishing out fines of whatever, or what they thought were fines. But in fact, the guys with the solicitors were getting the benefit of the Probation Act to a great extent because their solicitor was asking the judge to consider it, and if the judge thought it appropriate, he would give it. In those circumstances then, as I say, no conviction is marked against the person who gets the benefit of it. However, the guy going up with no solicitor, thinking that, oh well, my mate only paid a couple €100 or whatever, if he offers to plead guilty and offers to pay the fine and the judge accepts it, well then he has a criminal conviction and it doesn't matter how small the fine is. So hope